What do you guys saying? It's me, Quest GD, back with my first video. And this video is basically an intro. I'm talking about my life, what I've been through, and my situations. So the first thing I want to talk about is where I grew up. So I grew up in Toronto, Ontario. I stayed there until I was 7 years old. Back then, I was such a good kid. Like, I would never get involved with fights or anything, no school beef. But after, my parents made a dumb decision to move to Brampton. Brampton, the most shittiest city ever. So when I moved to Brampton, I was like 7 years old. I didn't really know anything, like I wasn't that social and shit. So my parents kept on getting in fights. My dad would literally get drunk and hit my mom for no reason. And I was a little kid back then. I couldn't really do anything. I would get cheese on my dad. I would sit in my room and cry because he was hitting my mom. And I remember this one word that my mom told me. She told me not to turn into my dad, bro. Like, not get arrested or anything. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do anything. I was a good kid. But after that, all changed. So like, in the starting of grade 8, I started getting bullied. I was like, yo, this is late. It happens to everyone. I would not tell my mom because she knew I would have done anything. So after that, I kept on taking in the shit. And until like end of grade 9, I kept taking it in. Then it was summer. I was like, that's late, man. I'm gonna go to like, that's it. I'm gonna do the summer. I'm gonna go to grade 10. I'm back on it. And nothing gonna happen. But after in the summer of grade 9, everyone would hate on me. Literally, like one time, this guy jumped me for no reason, and I didn't do anything. And I was like, fuck, man. And after that, in the starting grade 10, there was this one man who would cuss on my mom, or go by my house, record my house, like cuss on my mom and shit, record my mom, everything. And I got so cheesed. When I saw him my first day of school, I was such a dumbass. I literally didn't think about what I was doing. So I legit walked up to the man. He was talking to the gym teacher. I legit decked him in the face, man. I looked at him, he looked at me, and the gym teacher took me to the office. I was like, fuck, I'm done now. They're gonna call my mom. My mom's gonna find out. She's gonna cry and shit. And they called my mom there. My mom started crying. So that's the first time I ever hit anyone, right? They gave me a charge for assault, but they gave me diversion. So they told me to do some program. I was like, yeah, that's late. My mom was not mad. Okay, that's proper. But after that, there was the other incident where I got involved in a fight. I was like, I had a shank on me and shit, and I was recording a man. I was walking after him and shit. And the police found out about that, and they literally they got me suspended from school for like 2 weeks. And after that, I was like, late, man. Like, come back. My mom was pretty cheesed on me. I was like, fuck, man. Then after that happened, I was still in the suspension of 2 weeks. I legit walked to the same school because there was one time some guys like recording my mom in the school, and they like made memes and shit. So I walked into the school with a knife and I recorded the man. So first I was banging on the doors and shit, and the man didn't open the doors. Then after that, I went from the main door. I started chasing the man with a knife, and the teacher came and they like put down the shank. And I was angry. Like, when I'm angry, no one can stop me. And when I was angry and shit, I was like, fuck, man. Like, what's gonna happen now? I was about to stab the man too. I was like waving the knife at him, and the principal called the police, and they put another school DUI on lockdown or something. That's what I heard. And they arrested me, and my mom looked at me in such a sad way. I still remember her face, man. I was like, fuck, what should I do now? They arrested me. I went for bail, right? Because previously, I went for bail a couple of times, like for other charges, and they let me out. I went for bail like 3 times, and they let me out. This was the 4th time. So when they arrested me, they didn't give me bail. I had to stay in the Roy for 3 days. So like, if you guys know what the Roy is, it's like a juvenile detention for like youth. Like, it's basically a youth jail, right? I stayed there for 3 days. I was like, nah, this is light, bro. I don't care. And when I got out, my mom didn't talk to me for like a day. Like, yo, this shit is actually ruining my life, right? So like, fuck. And then I stopped. And I cooled it for like 2 weeks. I cooled it, right? And I got in another fight, but I didn't get charged for that, right? And there was this one incident from before where I got bail. It was I pulled up to a guy's house and I started waving a knife at him. I was like, yo, I'm gonna kill you and shit. And I got arrested for that. And the judge would literally think that I'm a danger to society and that I'm mental and shit. I was like, what the fuck? Like, people actually think of me like that? I got so cheesed, right? And I cooled everything. It was like 2 weeks, I cooled everything. Then I got in another fight, right? And I didn't get charged for that. And I kept on getting in fights, but I didn't get charged for that. Then after all the fights, I was like, yo, I'm gonna turn into a good kid and shit. And after that, when I turned into a good kid, I started getting involved with other shit, like bank frauds and all this shit. But I didn't get caught for that. Luckily I didn't get caught for that. Then after that, there was this one time I was chilling at a school with my friend, right? And this was like so long after I even like stopped doing everything. I had a knife on me just for safety and shit. And the mans legit came up to me when I was at a school. The only reason they came up to me, 2 girls called them, right? Like, oh, this man's chilling at the park in the school. And they came there. And the man's like, where's the strap at? Like, I didn't have any strap on me or anything. And I was like, yo, I don't have a strap. And this guy's like, yo, I pulled up my knife, right? Because they all have brass knuckles and shit. I pulled up my knife, and the man's like, yo, let me see your knife, because he thought I wouldn't do anything. I was like, nah. And I felt in danger, like, I was so scared, man, you didn't even know. And when the guy came up to me, one of the men, I'm not gonna say his name, he came up to me. I hit his jacket with the knife, his jacket ripped. I hit him one more time right here under the neck, and he got cut here. It was like a big cut, and I just ran, bro. I ran, I looked back, the man's holding his neck. I went to a store, I told them to call a taxi, I need to go home. And they didn't call the taxi, so I went to a fucking restaurant, and they called the taxi. I threw the knife away in the fucking washroom. I went home. I was literally stressing. I didn't tell my mom and shit. And my sister was crying because she thought like I was gonna get arrested and shit. After that, after I was cooling, I was like, yo, I'm not getting arrested. Luckily, the man did snitch, right? So I was happy. So I was like, nah, I'm not getting caught anymore. And after a couple of days after that, I got in another fight because some man was messaging me and he was saying, oh, you're a bitch and shit. I went to his house, we got in a fight. So this is how the fight went down. So I was walking, right? And the man's little brother came up to me. I slapped him in the face with my hand, and bare older heads came and started hitting me with bats and shit. And I cut from there. I had a knife on me, right? I ran into someone's house, and they got scared. They thought I was gonna break in their house and do some shit. And they called the police, and they're like, yo, there's a man with a fucking knife in here. And after I dropped the knife, I was walking home, and the police stopped me, and they pushed me towards the car, and they put me in handcuffs. They're like, you're detained and shit. Like, say no more. But I was like, yo, I didn't even do anything, right? They're like, oh, we had a report that you had a knife or something else. I was like, nah, I didn't have a knife, right? And they let me go, and they called my mom. They're like, oh, he has a knife and shit. And then when you talk to you, they talked to me, and I was begging. I was like, yo, don't charge me with the knife. They're like, say no more. They didn't charge me. They let me go. They let the other mans go too for the fighting and shit. And we all went home, and I kept on noticing. When I started calling my friends, I was like, yo, why the police going around my house and shit? I was like, fuck, I'm done, right? And at 2 in the morning at night, the police called my mom. They're like, we need to talk to like me, right? And they, can you come to 21 Division? I went to 21 Division, and like I was walking, I was like, yo, I'm getting old. Like, I'm not even getting charged and shit. They're just gonna talk to me. I felt so blessed and shit. I had my jewel in my pocket too, right? I walk into the police station. I go to the interview room, right? And the guy walks up to me. He's like, I'm sorry to say you're under arrest. Bro, I started tearing up, man. But after I went to the holding cell, the police officer like, yo, you're gonna get out tomorrow. I was like, see no more. I got happy and shit. So the next day I went for bail in the Brampton courthouse, right? And they didn't deny my bail. They like fucking, they postponed my shit. I think my lawyer postponed or some shit, and I stayed there for another week. I was like, yo, say no more. I'm blessed, bro. I'm getting out now. So I'm gonna crush a week. I'm gonna get out. But after the week ended, bro, I still didn't get out. My lawyer said I'm gonna postpone it again. He postponed it again to a couple of days, and I still didn't get out. And at the second time they postponed it, the judge literally told me, she's like, oh, you're a danger to society. I can't let you out. So she's like, oh, you're gonna stay in for a little longer. I lost all hope. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be in here for a couple of months because of my previous charges and shit. Because I broke my bill too, right? Then after a month, I crushed a month in the road, right? And at the end of the month, my lawyer, like, I went to court. He's like, you have to plead guilty. I was like, say no more. I pleaded guilty to like assault with a weapon, breach, other threat, and there was some other charge. I think it was assault or mischief, right? I pleaded guilty, and they let me go the same day. They said they're gonna put me on probation to this day. I have to go to court again on September, and they're putting me on probation. So after that, like, I literally, after all that shit happened, I just changed, bro. Like, I've been cooling it since then. I was like, yo, I'm not trying to get arrested. Cause, yo, if you guys go to jail for a month, bro, you guys are gonna regret it, bro. Like, you're gonna be like, yo, I'm offing this. But, yo, to this day, bro, I don't give a fuck. I legit, after I came out of the remand, I was like, yo, I'm not doing this no more, right? So they let me out. And when I came out, I walked out of the courthouse smoking a fucking Vogue. So after I came out, right, and my mom's really paging me in the car. She's like, yo, what are you doing this shit? I was like, nah, I didn't mean to do it. They just arrested me. And my mom allowed me, right? She's like, don't do anything. I stayed in my house for like a couple of days and shit. After I started getting involved with some other shit, or some robberies and shit, I didn't even know, right? I'm not gonna say anything like more information, cause like I'm not trying to get arrested again, right? So after like, it was like a month after I came out. So I came out, I got arrested on May 20th. I came out on June 20th, right? And in the starting of July, I think it was July 3rd or some shit, the police arrested me, right? And they're like, oh, we're arresting. They came to my house. I was sleeping, right? And my sister told me, my sister opened the door, and she came to me. And she said, oh, they're doing a spot check. I was like, see no more, I'll do a spot check, right? They're gonna talk to me. When I walk out the door, they're like, oh, you're under arrest. They took me. The feds were so chill, man. You didn't even know. I fucking respect this guy, bro. He's an undercover. I respect him though. The only reason I don't fuck with the police, but I respect this man, cause my sister was literally, she didn't know I got arrested, right? I got arrested at 9 at night, and I was there until like 2 in the morning. My sister didn't find out for like 2 hours before, cause she was in her room like on the phone and shit. I was like, fuck. I called my grandma. I was like, yo, they arrested me, right? And the crazy shit, you know what they arrested me for? It was breach, robbery, and extortion. I was like, yo, I told the police, yo, like, I'm not involved in this shit. I started tearing up and told them, yo, I didn't do anything. The guy still didn't believe me, right? And he showed me a picture. So, it's like allegedly someone robbed the man that was in a bank. Like, he took money out of the ATM. Someone robbed him, right? So, like, literally, they showed a picture of me standing behind the man behind the ATM, and the man literally, like, he called the police. He's like, someone like robbed me for $1,000, and I was in the picture, right? Cause I was behind him. But the police officer was so chill, right? He literally let me go. I literally begged him. I was like, yo, I didn't do it. Like, please let me go and shit. And he said, oh, you already did a month in a row. I'm gonna let you go on a caution or some shit, right? And they let me go. I was so happy. But after that, till this day, I didn't do anything. So like, my mom kept on telling me shit like don't do anything now. Like, don't like ruin your reputation. Like be happy. Like, stay out of jail. Cause like I want to see my mom happy too and shit, right? So I can't be doing anything. It's like I literally just switched my life around. I literally stopped all the robberies, all the frauds and everything, right? And I'm just cooling right now. I started working on Friday. And I'm just cooling it, bro. Like, I'm trying to change my ways, right? Cause like, if you think about it logically, like, what's the point of all this, right? Like, you just want to see your family happy, provide for your family, legal or illegal, right? Like, I stopped the illegal shit. Now I'm doing everything legal. I'm literally working. I'm doing everything legal, right? So I legit stopped everything because of my mom, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck about anyone else. It's my mom, bro. Like, I care about my mom more than anyone in this world, bro. I literally kill a man. I literally die for my mom, bro. Like, literally. And that's the only reason I stopped everything. It was because of my mom. I just want to see you happy and shit. You know what I mean, right? So like that was like a video of my life and what I've been through. So like you guys know who I am, like how my life was. So like, cause I'm gonna be posting bare videos of pranks, like Q&As, just like vlogs and shit, just on my life and shit, right? So I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know who I am, like what I've been through and what kind of person I am. But just don't think of me as a bad person. I wanna put a positive like positive vibe out to everyone. Like, I don't want people to think I'm a bad person and shit. Like, I changed, bro. Like, you guys don't know. People still think, like, I'm on the same shit. Like, I'm a bad person. I'm getting charged, like, getting, like, kicked out of school and shit. But I changed, man. Like, I started working, bro. I just want to provide for my family and be happy, bro. Like, so that was an intro video about me, about who I am. So you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys next time.